Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and welcome to my channel. Today is a swatch party of the new Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, the ones that she has released for summer 22. I have all the shades except for Meet Me in Berlin, and I didn't pick that one up because brown is just a color that doesn't really suit me. So I didn't think that there was really any point in picking up a color that didn't suit me at all. And hopefully I'll get to go to the pop-up and I can swatch that one in person and decide if that's something that I want. So I'm currently wearing New Wave, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Rosy Shell. This is actually, I'm borrowing this from someone because I didn't actually pick this one up for myself. So she says that it's a very neutral but slightly blue-based pink. So let's take a look. There it is. That's the Rosy Shell. We'll do some swatches. This is one thin layer. Ooh, that's very pretty. Maybe I should have picked this one up after all. That's another layer. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but it's 2 layers on the bottom lip and 1 layer on the top. It's such a pretty color. Oh, I think I might have to go back and get this one for myself, actually. As with all of the Lucent lipsticks, I find that I personally tend to require a bit of lip definition with them. Even the bright colors, because somehow they look just a teeny bit messy on my features. So I'm thinking that my trusty universal lip color, Chanel in Pretty Pink, number 26. This one might be good just because it does match my natural lip color fairly well. I think Velvet Beauty might be a good one. I think it might be a bit red and a bit deep for this. So let's just give it a try and see what happens. So Velvet Beauty, or rather Beauty lip pencil. Yeah, so it's a bit red. So I guess if you have eyes coloring and you wanted like a bit more of a defined lip line, you know, a little bit of that 90s look feel, then you might want to pair Rosy Shell with Beauty Liner. I'm going to actually try my trusty one, which is a kind of pinky color like that. So let's see. I think that's better for me. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a tiny bit darker, but it's kind of in a similar tone of colors, so I think that works a bit better. So, Rosy Shell. Okay, so I've got Le Mépris here. This is the really light kind of nude beige color. Hopefully you can see that. It's gorgeous, actually. It looked in the swatches like it had a bit of a peachy undertone to it. It reminded me a bit of Velvet Intrigue, which was surprisingly good on me. So I thought I'd pick it up. It was one of the ones I was wobbling on, and I'm glad I picked it up because apparently it sold out in about 20 minutes in the UK, which quite honestly I'm surprised because it doesn't feel like that kind of nude lip is in right now. So let's give this a try, because I'm not sure as to whether this will work for me. I'm not going to apply it from the bullet. I'm going to take a bit off with a spatula, and that way I can give it away still if it doesn't work out for me. Okay, so this is one layer sheer. Let's see how it builds up. It is reminding me a lot of Velvet Intrigue. So, in fact, I should swatch them together. But if you have Velvet Intrigue, you might not need this. It's just that this one is a different formula. So if you prefer to have a kind of more satiny finish, then you might want to consider this one. Okay, I think for this one I would need more than this to really show you what the color is like. Okay, so that's quite a good few layers on, I'd say. And I really like it, actually. I need some lip liner to make this work. So I tried going in with Petal liner. Sorry, mine's a bit messy. But it was a bit too deep and too pink. This one I have swatched on my arm. It actually is lighter and less pink than Intrigue. So hopefully you can see that. That's Intrigue and that's Le Mépris. So I actually think that the liner that would probably go with it is Intrigue. You can see that if you have my coloring, obviously, because it's just like that slightly deeper tone to give nice definition. So I didn't actually own that liner. I don't own it. Maybe this is a reason to pick it up. We'll see. So I have gone in with this Peachy Nude from Chanel. I think this is a more or less excellent match for it, but I find that this was a little bit too peachy and chalky for my coloring. It kind of washes me out a bit. So when I use this one, I do tend to need to mix it with a pink. So yeah, we'll see. I might have to pick up that Intrigue liner. And then I added some warm pink from Chanel and pink poetry from Lisa Eldridge onto my cheeks. So this is Le Mépris. Okay, next we've got Sunday Matinee. Gosh, this one is beautiful. And I've not tried it on yet. I don't know if you can see the beautiful kind of texture that's on the bullet. This, I think, is going to be a chameleon color, one of her, what she calls Goldilocks colors. It's a color that I fell in love with when I watched her video, but I'm not sure again if it's my best color. So once again, I'm going to use it with a spatula. I'm not sure if this is my best color. My lips are more red than Lisa Eldridge's. She says that her lips are blue based. So I do find that on me, lip colors like this tend to pull a little bit more red. So we'll see. We'll see. I do find with these this and the velvets, your underlying lip color tends to matter a little bit less because they're very saturated in color, so in pigment. So this formula is really comfortable. I feel like she did something to it because I don't remember the original Skyscraper Rose and Rainbow Spill being this comfortable to me. As I bought them when they first came out. Okay. The bottom lip has a full application on, and the top lip has it just like what was left on my finger. I put it on like a stain. You let me know what you think. I'll put a bit more on to even it out, and then we'll come back and see. Okay, so here we are, Sunday Matinee. The question that lots of people have been asking is how does it compare to Velvet Petal? I've just swatched them out, and to me, they're both warm-toned nude pink shades. This one appears to have a bit more red in it and a bit more brown in it, just ever so slightly. Okay, on to the red shades. The first I'm gonna do is Je ne sais quoi. I've had to turn on a light, which I hope is still realistically daylight enough, because the light is just going. Je ne sais quoi Je ne sais quoi. She describes it as a kind of coral color that is suitable for anyone and everywhere. Okay, interesting. This is quite orange on me. Aha. I wasn't sure about this one, but it was one of those ones where I knew that if I missed out on it, I would be really upset. You can see people say that you should test lipsticks on the tip of your fingers, which I don't know if that's true or not, but you can see how orange it is on me. So that's interesting. I don't normally like orange lipsticks, but it's really pretty. Okay. So that's a kind of maybe 2 layers. I find for her Lucent lipsticks, I always have to put like 4 or 5 swipes on it. I think just because like my coloring is so much. So that's very natural, very summery. Okay, so this is probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 swipes of this. Je ne sais quoi. Actually, I like it more like this. It looked more orange when it was more sheerly applied for me. I have paired it with Petal liner because I want to bring out the pink tones in this rather than the orange tones. The pink tones kind of suit me better. But I think that morning liner would probably go well if you want it to be more of a bright lip. And then I think she said there are brown tones in here, so I think if you want to bring those out, you might want to consider maybe fawn or affair, something like that. So yeah, je ne sais quoi. Last night when I swatched Sunday Matinee, I didn't like it on me. And then I watched some of the footage back and decided that actually I did. So I'm going to reapply it again. This is morning time now. So you really don't need much with this formula. I think it's a really pretty color, actually. The reason why I didn't really like it when I first got it is because it's not what I was expecting. Let me just get it. You know that way when you don't expect something, like if you're eating something, you don't expect the taste. It's just because it was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. And I think that's what happened with this one. So you can see on me, it's pulling a lot more red. And there's a bit of a sienna undertone that's coming through. Whereas I was hoping it would be more of like this kind of very nudie pink shade, which it's still a nude for me because it's close to my lip color, but it's just, it's got more vibrancy than I was expecting, which isn't bad. I think what I was hoping for was the way that Rosy Shell looks on me, like a kind of very nudie, slightly washed out pink. Yeah, this is an interesting one actually. It's very brightening to the face despite being a warm pink. I think maybe because of the addition of red, maybe for me, red is a very brightening color. And I could see this color working well in a professional setting for me. Just one last thing to say about Sunday Matinee. From memory, I believe she mentioned that there are some brown tones in it, and I think that's what's making this one look have that kind of sienna tinge to it, because for whatever reason with my coloring, I think because I just have very little to no brown in my coloring, anything that has a bit of brown pulls orange very quick. And if I wear bronzer, for example, my face looks really orange and dirty. So I think that must be what it is that's making it really a lot warmer than, and kind of giving that sienna tinge to it than versus the bullet. Let's see. And that was surprising because, like I said, most of her lip colors on me, especially like the ones with high pigment, look very true to color on my lips. And I think the other thing to say is the kind of redness that's coming through. I think that's just because my own lip color naturally has a bit more red in it anyway. Actually Velvet Beauty does this. On me, Velvet Beauty, it's supposed to be a cool toned pink, but on me, Velvet Beauty has this very reddish tinge to it. So yeah, so it was a little bit surprising, but it's still nice. And actually, I think this is a lovely, lovely kind of summery color for me. It goes with this kind of bronzed, slightly bronzed, I say, warm pink blush shade that I've got going. And it's just right at this time of year, at the height of summer, when I always feel like reaching for these colors. And I never have a lip color that goes with it because I just don't really wear this tone very often, like through the rest of the year. So I do like it, even though my first impressions maybe didn't indicate that I did. Okay, now we're getting to the bright colors. This is Wonder Wheel. Oh, it's gorgeous. I wasn't going to pick it up, and then my husband were like, you have to get this one. And then one of my friends on Instagram, I met her through Instagram, but she's a really good friend now. Her handle is Rouge File, so if you get a chance, check out her page. She was like, you have to get this one. So I'm really excited to try this. I haven't tried this yet. It's been a few days. I can't believe I haven't tried this yet, but I think just because I bought so many all at once. Okay. I'm sorry, I know I'm not applying any of these straight from the bullet. I don't know, it's just a thing I always do. The first time I try lipstick, I always put it on with my fingers, just in case it doesn't work out. I don't know if you can see that. I filmed this in the middle of the day, but now I'm thinking that the evening light is probably better. Okay, so sorry, I made a bit of a mess. This would be, I would call this 1 or 2 swipes. I need more because I don't know if you can see it on the in the image, but when I look in the mirror, I can see my own lip color coming through. And when I had it like full on, I will tell you, it reminds me of Rainbow Spill, this one. So it's showing darker from what I can see, but I don't know, maybe when I watch it back and I'm editing it, it will show up the right color. Okay. This one is more pigmented. I've made a bit of a mess with it. Let me just put a lip line on. I don't actually have a bright pink one. To be fair, this universal one that I use all the time will probably work. Let's try that. This is pretty pink. It does work, but I think for me, I think a red would be better. Let me just dig out my red lip liner. This is a Bobbi Brown's red. Yeah, red is better. Okay. Right. I need more blush with this now. Okay, so for the other colors so far, the less bright ones, I was using this, my new Chanel Warm Pink and Lisa Eldridge Pink Poetry. I've got a video that shows both of these in action. It's the one that's featuring the new Chanel Les Beiges collection, from which this is part of. So if you're interested, check that out. But for this one, because it's got more of the red tones, especially like a more pinky red, I'm going to go in with this Red Camellia, because this one, when you shear it out, this one pulls pink. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Look how much of it I've used. I usually get distracted and don't use all my makeup, so you can tell that I have been loving this one. So I think this will go with it. Okay, that's better. I look less dead. Actually, I don't know. Let me look at myself. See, when you do this for the first time on camera, you can't really see what you're doing. You know what? This reminds me a lot of a Chanel Rouge Coco, but I don't know if it exists anymore. But when they first kind of launched that line, or maybe revamped that line in 2015, I had a sample, and this reminds me a lot of that color. But I can't remember what that color is. I don't know if this is my favorite one. The last two I will be swatching, and I think I might actually reach for those more. But this is just, you know, very, yeah, summery. It's lovely. All right, the next shade is Palazzo. There it is. This is gorgeous. I mean, red suits me, but actually, and I wasn't sure from the promo photos, but it looks like it. I think there's a bit of brown in this, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, in fact, looking at it now, it does look like it's kind of got a slight rustiness to it, so we'll see. So just only got a little bit. This is for the Lucents. I think to get the really full-on look, which would be about 4 to 5 swipes, for me, I've probably used twice that amount. But obviously, With the more pigmented shades, I don't need as much. So we'll see how much I need for this Palazzo. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's red, but it definitely has a bit of rustiness to it. So this is what it's like, just sheer. I think it's nice like this, actually. What I do like about her Lucents is that when they wear off evenly. So eventually they do stain a bit. So if you've got this color on all day, you know, it kind of wears off and it looks like this. And then you reapply and it'll look heavier. And then every time you reapply, the less you need to swipe on and on. Let me have a look. I really like this one. This one, again, I wasn't sure. It's hard to buy lipstick or makeup when you only see it online. This is more of a, yeah, summery red for me. I quite like it. Let's build it up. So that's a few more swipes. It definitely has that kind of yeah, kind of burnt sienna hint to it. Let's try a red liner. Let's see. I might actually, I think possibly Cinnabar liner might go well with this. I mean, this true red liner is going well with it. Let's try Cinnabar just for the sake of it, sake of argument. I find it. Okay, got it. So it's definitely a rusty, so let's do it on this side. Yes, I like Cinnabar with this. I like a red as well. In fact, why don't I finish off the red on that side? It just pulls different tones out of the lipstick, I find. There. So we've got like a true red liner there, and we've got Cinnabar liner on there. And, you know, I think that she does red lipstick so well. The colors are always so nuanced and very wearable. So I think if you wanted to pull different tones out of her lipsticks, you can always pick a liner with the tone that you want to accentuate. Palazzo. Okay, night thoughts. That's what it's like. Now, the swatches that I've seen of this looked a bit more purpley, and the description sounded a bit more purpley, and that's why I went for this, because this kind of dark purple color is a shade that I normally can wear. Okay, interesting. This is more brown than I thought it would be. Let's put it on sheer first. My blush does not go with this lip color. Okay. Night thoughts. I've got the wrong blusher for this. I should use a purpley one to kind of bring out the purple shades. What do you think? I thought that this would be good for the fall time. I'm not sure now. Velvet Midnight is a very, very good color on me, but that's definitely a purple. This is more brown, and I think, actually, dare I say it, but I think Painterly and Velvet Decade are actually better on me than this. But let's build it up and we'll see. Okay, so I'm putting quite a lot more on. Sorry, hope you can see what I'm doing. Once again, always forget that where the camera is. I should go and change my blusher, but I've still got a Strawberry Shock to show you, and actually I wonder if maybe the New Wave blush I would wear would go with this. Okay, it doesn't really have this is the blush that I would put on with New Wave. The only liner I have that would go with this shade is the blush liner. If I could open it. This is like her original batch, and ashamedly I never use this shade because it doesn't suit me. Yeah, blush is a good liner for this. Okay, that explains why I'm not loving this Night Thoughts. Yeah, it's better with liner on. So definitely more of a brown shade than I anticipated. I thought that this would have more purple tones in it. I don't know how much I'll reach for this, but I think if I were to wear this, I'd probably need to put this color on as a blush, or I've got Kirana Berry by Manasseh 7, which I think will probably go with this. But I don't think I would wear it like this. I think I would wear it more as a stain, but you can let me know what you think. So, Night Thoughts. Okay, I need to actually revise my opinion on this because when I was filming the orientation for Instagram, I could see the color a bit better. And this is definitely like what she described, a cherry red cassis color. And I think what maybe put me off it initially is because I was expecting it to pull a bit more purple, but it doesn't. And it's definitely more of like a black cherry color. And I quite like it actually. I think this will be good in the fall. And I take it back, I would wear it like this. I just need different blusher. Strawberry Shock. So yeah, sorry about my camera not being able to pick up on the beautiful pattern, but you'll be able to see it online somewhere. This is the color that I was waiting for. She teased her new collection. It was winter time, I'm pretty sure. Maybe like March, something like that, you know, when it's still cold, you're like, I'm done with. And she teased this color and it just looked like summer. It just looked like sunshine. And I was like, I need that. That's the one I need to get. And I have it and I love it. And actually this is the first one I tried because I was so excited about it. So I do know that it suits me. So the only thing left to do really is to show you how it looks. So yeah, so Strawberry Shock, it's gorgeous. Okay, so that would be like a light swipe, but it's so pigmented. So I guess if you wanted to wear it as a stain, you could go like this. You could really sheer it out. Let's try it. If you were a bit afraid of this color, you could wear it like this, and I think it's very nice. Just like this. I guess it's giving a bit of that je ne sais quoi vibe here. worn like this, but let's put it on. This is it in all its glory. This is not quite the right blush anymore. I didn't plan very well. I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's summer in a tube. It's like what she said, just kind of filtered sunshine in a lipstick. I don't know how she did it. It's genius. It's different from Velvet Morning, definitely. Velvet Morning is more like, you know, Mediterranean. I'm thinking Ibiza, sunset, that fiery, orangey red. Velvet Morning is definitely still a red lipstick, not an orange one, but it's got that fiery orange to it. This is not quite like that. This is quite different actually, and yeah, this one's beautiful. It's one of my favorite ones. It's one that I was definitely drawn to. I tend to pick up most of her lipsticks anyway, because the way that she does the colors are always nuanced, and she makes them work for lots of people. So I find that with her lipsticks I can wear colors that I don't normally wear, but definitely, you know, if I was on a tighter budget, it would have been this one, and New Wave. Okay, and finally the last one, New Wave. So this color is one that I've been waiting for her to do for a while. Again, this dates back to when I didn't really wear much lipstick at all. One of the few lipsticks that I did have, before Lisa Eldridge, I used to only have like maybe 5 lipsticks. So one of those was a YSL one that was this color, more or less. And in fact, I liked that one so much that I went and bought a backup of that one. Oh, look at that. I just love this color a lot. So it can sheer it out. So if you were a little bit afraid of this color, you could just wear it like that, and it's actually definitely more pinky when it's worn like this. The insanely saturated and the velvet lipsticks for this, because they're so versatile. You can do it like this, you can, you know, so that's that. The color that I've got on my cheeks is a bit of a hodgepodge, but the last blush color that I applied, I've decanted it into this little thing, is a Manassi 7. It's called Heliotrope. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see how it's quite purple. And so this you can wear on lips and cheeks as well. I mean, so I definitely didn't need to buy New Wave because I already own something like this. But when you sheer it out, especially if you're going to wear it as a blush, it becomes more pinky, and obviously the back of my hand is more tan, so it's not pulling as pink as it is on my face. Okay, so I always need to use I think I'm just very used to using my fingers for lipsticks especially. Okay, we can go more. For me, it's very wearable. This is very tooth brightening, and you know that when something suits you because it kind of brings your eye color to life and everything, and maybe not so much in this light and you can't really see, but this one does bring out all the different tones in my eyes. Yeah, New Wave. Okay, so that's all the shades, and I hope you found that helpful. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.